So it's kind of late, and I kind of forgot to film my video, so that's why I look like I have pancakes on my face, because I really kicked on a lot of makeup just before doing this, because I was like, oh no, I have to look nice for the video, so I'm going to slather on some makeup and then talk about books. So yeah, I have makeup on. Yay! Okay, anyways, I thought for this week's Interrobing YA video, I would talk about two books that I totally love that do not get as much attention as I wish they did. So the first book that I want to talk about is The Aviary by Kathleen Odell. Basically, this is a middle grade fantasy book. I mean, it's not high fantasy, but it's got some magical elements in it. It's about this girl, Clara. She lives in this house, this big old mansion, the Glendevere mansion, with her mother, who is like the nurse slash companion of old Mrs. Glendevere. Wow, I'm not even pronouncing it right. And also a cook. So it's just the three of them. And Clara, she doesn't really go out or anything. She basically hangs around the mansion all by herself, and her mother tells her that she's consumptive and all of this other stuff. And anyways, one day she has to feed the birds in the aviary because the cook is too busy for it. So she goes out there and she does that, and one of the birds starts talking and goes, "Elliot!" And then we get this big, huge mystery surrounding the birds, Mrs. Glendevere, and old rumors. And you guys, this book is beautifully written. It is fantastic. It's magical. There are friendships. There's birds. There is a lot to love with The Aviary. Unfortunately, though, I have not seen very many people reviewing it or talking about it, which really sucks because I wish that more people did talk about it and did review it because it's excellent. And I want to see it get more attention and more love. So after this video, if you read this book, please let me know in the comments so we can talk about it because it's really good. Also, another book that I think deserves some love, Eon, Dragoneye Reborn by Alison Goodman. This book is really, really long. It's epic fantasy. It's kind of got a Chinese, Asian setting. And basically what it's about is these kids, I think there's like 7 kids or whatever, are chosen, like of each generation, to be a Dragoneye. And the Dragoneye basically means that you connect on a special level with a dragon, and then that dragon and you like control the weather and crops and all of this other stuff. Like the dragons are essential to the kingdom in the book. The main character of the book, the person's name, I'm not going to tell you very much about the person, is Eon. Basically they are leading a kind of crappy life because they're not very good at, summoning the dragon and doing all that magic stuff. But all of this really exciting magic stuff happens, and obviously there are dragons, and dragons are super awesome. It's got that different multicultural setting. Most of the fantasy I read features like white people set in pretend Europe, and this is not pretend Europe. It is pretend Asia, and it's so good. I know some people are put off again by the length, but the pages just kind of fly by. Like, I'm currently reading a book right now that is 197 pages, and it is taking me longer to read than this, like, 500-page book. Actually, let me look and see how many pages. I know that's probably really annoying for you guys to watch. Oh, hey, look at me, look for pages. 531 pages. This book just flies by because it's so action-packed. There's a little bit of romance, but it develops even more in the next book, Iona. It's really awesome. So I would highly recommend checking it out because, it hasn't gotten a lot of attention. It hasn't gotten the same attention that, say, Graceling has gotten, but the main character is still just as kick-ass as Katza. So you guys, what are some books that you really love that you wish had gotten more attention or that you wish more people would read? Let me know down in the comments.